Guys, what's up? Welcome to another video and welcome to my channel too. If this is your first time you came across my channel, kama kawaida, please consider subscribing. And today I have an interesting topic again on how I managed to own a home in less than 2 years, a mortgage free. Can you just imagine that? So that's all I want to share with you step by step on how you can do that and own your own home without any loan. And again, you know how it's beautiful to have a house or to just stay without paying rent or just to have something called your own. So without wasting time, let's get down to each and every step. There are just some few steps that I want to mention, but now let's do that. So guys, doesn't it sound so beautiful to know that you can have your own place, rent free actually, without paying rent for the rest of your life, or to own a home, without loan at all. I think this can also, what do I want to say? I can say this can apply really well to those who are, earning small money. When you're working in a big company, mostly they are recognized companies. So when you walk into a bank, it's very easy for you to get, mortgage or any kind of loan you want. But now, like us, like small entrepreneurs, sometimes you go to the bank, not even sometimes, mostly you go to the bank. Personally, I went to 3 banks actually, and they said no to me to give me any kind of loan. Despite my bank account was qualified even to get like 100,000 US dollars, that is like 10 million. That was, my account was qualified to get that. That is like 10 million Kenyan shillings, if I'm not wrong. Yes, but they couldn't still just give me a loan, to do my project, to build my house. So what did I do? I said, okay, this is the goal I have. I got to do what I have to do to make this happen or to make this come to reality. So let's get down, let me break it down for you how I did it. All right. So first thing I think you should do, first identify the location where you are really interested to stay or to live in. Where if you get a house or you get a home in that place, you're not going to get bored with the place, really quick. All right. So once you have identified the place where you are willing to stay, the second thing, buy a space in that place, or now start looking for a house there. All right. Of course, the reason why I'm mentioning those 2 things is that's the beginning of everything. You cannot have a house if you don't do your research very well, or you cannot have a good home if you don't do your research very well on, in terms of location. So once you have chosen your location, the second thing you're going to do is sit down and think of the kind of the house that you are really interested in or having, depending with your pocket actually, depending with what you are capable of, of getting to be able to finish your project. I hate this kind of houses that you find, someone started a house and maybe just somewhere along the way the house is just hanging there and it's not finished. So that's a waste of money. So you really need to get, you really not need to do something within your budget. If you can afford the bungalow house, even a 2 bedrooms, just do that. If you can afford a mansion, just do that. If you can afford a villa, just do that. So it depends with how much the coins trends in your pocket. All right. Yes. So once you're done with that, now approach your drafter. What do we mean by drafter? Drafters, I think drafters are these people who design houses. They're qualified to design a house or, a house or a home, and they can take it to the city council for city council for approval. Yes. So get a drafter, or if you want to build a bigger home or a bigger house, it depends with the project that the house or a home. Let me just call it a project. So it depends with the project that you want to get yourself into. So if it's a big project, just look for the architect. If you want a small house or just a small home, you can get a drafter. Why am I saying that? Because you will find the prices, now varies or differs. When you go for an architect, it's another price. When you go for these, drafters, the price will be different. So once you're done with that, agree on the price, how much they're going to charge you, whichever the person you'll get, as an architect or a drafter. Agree on the price, on how much they're going to charge you, for drawing the house or designing, having the full plan of the house, and also to take it to the city council for approval. So once you're done with that, the next step you need to do is to this number 4, or this last step, really helped me a lot when I was doing building my house, building my home. So what I did is, this one I'm just telling you so that you don't feel like having or owning a home is really difficult and it's just meant for other people. No, anybody can do it. Whether you are just a small earner, you can do this, or whether you any kind of source of income or any kind of amount, you can be able to do this. If I did it, you can do it too. So this is what I did, because this is the critical part of the whole process. So what I did is, I sat down with the person who was supposed now to put the project in the reality, or in reality. All right. So we sat down somewhere in the hotel, and I told him, according to my thinking, according to the amount of money that he has given me for the, throughout the process for the house or the home, including the fence, to finish or to complete, I told him, let's divide this thing into 5 or into 4. So my advice, please, if you're not in a position to get the whole amount of money, according to the way the person who is going to do your project has given you the whole amount of money, please just talk to the person and tell the person to divide for you. You can even divide it up to 6, but my suggestion is just do it into 4 or 5. Don't do 6, because that will really mess up some things too. So we did sit down and divided it into 4. Personally, I did it into 4. So the first thing we did is we did foundation, because that's another hectic or whatever. I will talk about the whole process of building and blah blah, the challenges and the sweetness and the enjoyment, but for today I'm just giving you the tips on how to own your own mortgage free. So once you have done your foundation, tell this guy again to divide it into 4. Personally, that's what I did. Foundation. Then from foundation, we brought up now the structure. After finishing with the structure, we let it to dry, completely really well. And the next step we did, which is now the third step that I can mention, we did the roofing. So when we were doing the roofing, we were also ready to do the piping. So first do the foundation. Once you've done with the foundation, again do the building, the whole structure, and once you're done that, do the roofing. Once you're done with the roofing, now do the piping. What do I mean with the piping? Do all the piping. You cannot do water piping and leaving the electricity piping aside. So you will do all these things together. So do the piping, water piping and electricity piping at the same time. Number 4, you need to divide your house into 4 parts, or let me just say into 4 parts. You have to do, maybe starting from the ground foundation, actually groundbreaking, then you do foundation. When you do groundbreaking, just do foundation, because you can't leave the place with the, it will be full of, water when it rains. So once you're done with the foundation, now go to bringing the whole structure up, just the structure itself. So after that, now you can do roofing. So when you're doing roofing, you can as well do the piping of water and electricity at the same time, and again at the same time you can be doing, plastering, because once you're doing the piping of electricity and water, you can't just leave them like that hanging. You need to plaster them. At the same time, you need to be fixing your windows, not really to the fixing your windows means just without the glasses, just fix the windows only. So after that, you're done with that. Now the last stage that you need to do is to do the interior now finishing. Now that's the craziest part, but that's when you can even do it pole, slowly by slowly. You can even start with one room, you finish, you go to the other room, depending with your pocket. But if you have the money, also if you have money ready, you can just do the whole house and you do the finishing of the whole house. All right, then after that, now I think you can do your tiles, or you are the person building for you, doing the construction for you, will advise you on that, because there are people that after they have done with all the interior finishing, they can now put the tiles. Some people put tiles even before, which to me I don't even advise. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have learned something and know that this thing of owning a home is really doable. Whether you're a small entrepreneur or a big entrepreneur, it doesn't really matter. Whether you're employed or not employed, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so long as you just get, do your good research and do those steps that I've mentioned, please, you're going to do it. So that's it for today again, and thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye, guys.